Hi, it's me, Ed. It's been a while. I haven't really recorded. I honestly forgot that I had this YouTube channel. Um, so basically, I want to talk about the game. It has gone through a lot of changes and updates, and it's not the same as it once was. It's no longer called Soul Fight. It's called Oversoul now. Oversoul TCG. For those of you who who are finding this video and don't know, Oversoul is a trading card game that where two players, two or more, it is possible to play with more than two players. It can be a little longer though, but depending on how good the players are, it'll take it's really quick. The core of the game is can be really fast, but two or more players battle it out to bring your opponent's life points down to zero. Um, well, in most cases, it would be called life points, but in my game, it's called soul points. Uh, to do this, you're using spells and gears, which are basically items, and uh, souls. Souls in this game are basically your creatures, like in Magic or monsters in Yu-Gi-Oh or units in Vanguard. Uh, the souls come from a place called the Soul Realm. Now the Soul Realm is basically a sort of it's sort of like a mythical kind of like realm where anything can exist, but it's sort of connected to your afterlife, to the afterlife. A little dark, I guess. I don't know. But if someone, when someone is born, they are born with like sort of like a guardian spirit, you could say, or a guardian soul. That soul kind of represents them, and so like that card, a soul in the game could actually be someone's spirit or whatever, or soul. Um, my friend calls it spirit, and now he's got me wanting to call it spirit, so that's why I'm calling it spirit. Um, and so when you die, you become that soul. You sort of reincarnated as that soul, and you live on. You basically live another life in the soul realm. You're reincarnated in the soul realm as that soul. So that's basically the idea of of the game. The game sort of plays like a mixture of Magic the Gathering and Yu-Gi-Oh, with a little bit of restrictions, but it's not too big. Where I would say with Magic, where you're using lands and you can get mana screwed or mana flooded or whatever. Um, to the only difference, I guess you could say, from Magic would be the way that you produce like mana, or in my game, it's called Soul Gauge. So basically, what you do is you are taking cards from your hand and you're putting them into your Soul Gauge, and the Soul Gauge is basically a sort of like a resource pile, like your mana and stuff, but you're gonna have a max of 10. So that's kind of how the game is. It's sort of it's faster than Magic, but I would say that it can be slower than Yu-Gi-Oh. If not, it could be as fast as Yu-Gi-Oh. Because I sort of had, because when I changed it, the more I changed it, I want it to be like, I really like the way Magic works, because it's sort of like, in my opinion, it's kind of fair. It kind of slows things down, but I want there to be like, depending on how creative the player is when creating a deck, I wanted them to sort of, uh, just go off. They'll go off. Maybe I hope it's not a problem in my game, but FTK can be a thing, with like ridiculous combos depending on how creative you are with the game. Right now, I am sort of, I keep going back to tweak the rules a little bit. Right now, I don't think I'm going to change the rules. I think the rules are fine the way they are. Um, I am sort of still making like little prototypes to test the game out more. I finished I want to say three decks, but I keep needing to go back to one of them, because I have to change the style, because I don't want mana ramp to be in this game. Uh, For those of you who don't know, mana ramp is basically for like any resource game, like a Force of Will, Magic, or anything like that. It's basically when you like have cards or play cards where it quickly fills up your resources. So like, by turn 5, your opponent could have like up to like 5 resource, but you could be on your 10th resource and you could do so much and pay like really big numbers. I don't want that to be in my game. Um, Now, because it's sort of like magic, when it comes to resource and stuff like that, there are like colors, faction things, but they're not. They're elements in my game, but they're not necessarily like. How do I say? So in my game, the elements don't really play a big factor in how you know, a deck is played. They're more there for aesthetics. Um, they can like there will be like a sort of theme in how they play, but it won't be anything like like Magic, where it's like if you want this, then you have to play that that color. No, you don't. It's not going to be something like that. Um, but the elements basically just represent like it's fire, water, nature, light, and darkness, and it's basically what you would think a person's soul would be like. It's sort of what the elements are. So most of the cards would. So let's say if you're playing a fire deck, it's not going to be exactly like other like fire or red decks like in Magic or Force of Will, but there will be a sort of theme to it where it's like the meaning of fire is like passion or stuff like that. Um, Healing and stuff like that. I see fire as healing, like a healing fire or something like that. Uh, just sort of stuff like that. So, which is why I go back to I want people to be very creative, kind of like in Yu-Gi-Oh. I feel like screw the meta of Yu-Gi-Oh, but I feel like out of all the card games, the most like creative deck building is in Yu-Gi-Oh, and I really want that to be in this game. Um, let's see what else is there. I really don't know what else it's. Oh yeah. So yeah, just working on that right now. The just working on the decks. Right now, I only have a little bit of art done. I do not have that much, but I keep wanting because I'm a person who likes to do extra, so I keep wanting to go back and change the templates and stuff like that. The logo, as you can see here, it's not going to stay the same. It's going to change. I might make it more of a sun kind of. I don't know. But there are some changes that will be coming to the game when it comes to like template and stuff like that. So if you guys see any future videos where the template is one there's one version of the template, and then in the next in another video there's a different version, and that's why, because I tend to change that a lot. So yeah, right now though the decks that I have are there's a sort of like a I guess you could say a sort of like a basic fire deck. There's dragons in it. There's a phoenix. I'm not going to tell you exactly what they do. When the game drops or in later videos, you'll find out. And then I'm just making sort of like a archetype for pigs. uh, so like in my game, archetypes aren't exactly archetypes in Yu-Gi-Oh. They're sort of like so in. God, I don't know why I hate this game, but in Buddy Fight, uh, when they have archetypes, it's not in like the name, but it's in like the traits. So cards have traits, and archetypes basically are the certain traits. So there's a pig slash oink archetype. Darkness. It's sort of your typical darkness, but not exactly like destroy this, destroy that. Um, but the right now it's sort of like a fairy. Some of the cards are kind of fairy tale themed. So there's two decks in Dark that I'm doing right now. One is fairy tale themed, where their trait is called Storybook. So there's the Storybook deck, and then there is another deck that I guess I don't know how to. I guess it's you could say it's the devil, but it's not the actual devil. It's a dragon, but sort of the idea of that. Water just like doesn't know what it wants to be right now, so it is very controlled though. I can't help when making these cards. I can't help to sort of follow that, like in Magic and stuff like that. Where fight red, burn, uh, uh, black, sort of, I don't know, like control. I guess I don't know, but sort of like that. That's why I'm trying to change nature, because I don't want mana ramp to be in this game. Which is why I'm making it so that um, the elements don't specify how the decks are played. If that makes any sense. Um, what else is there? Yeah, I have more archetypes coming out. Well, not archetypes, but play style. Um, I don't want to seem like Yu-Gi-Oh, where there's like thousands of fucking archetypes and they don't get no support. So there are many different play styles that I have that I need to test out and that I need to make before I can start doing the art. Uh, I should do the art while I do the archetypes, but I don't know. I just don't work that way. But yeah, I think that's really it. It's been a while since I've uploaded video. I want to say sorry for that. But yeah, that's about it. I have nothing else to say. If you sat here and watched through me, uh, not me, but the logo, talking to a logo. Thanks, I guess. I don't know, but yeah, I'll see ya. Thanks for watching. And, stay tuned for like videos that will come out in the future, but I don't know the actual gap of time in which they will come out, because I will hopefully not forget about this channel. Bye.